Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video on the Jordan Stolz YouTube channel. It's time for work. It's bright out here, the snow's coming down, and it is cold. I almost feel bad for making videos before about how cold it was out here in North Dakota, because now it's actually cold. Real feel this morning was negative 13 degrees. And I think actual temps somewhere around 6 degrees, 5 degrees. So it's cold, and it's a perfect time to check on the duck coop. We do have the door on here. However, there are these holes because they don't have a doorknob in yet. And then also, I just have to do some trim up on the bottom of the coop. But I wanted to check it out because I wanted to see if it is indeed like 10 degrees inside the duck coop. If it is, I should probably insulate it a little better and probably do the roof. So I did put this thing out here, and I got some bad news, folks. It's cold in here too. The wind isn't coming through here, but according to the thermometer I put in, it is about 10 degrees or 8 degrees in here right now, which is pretty cold. And ducks do have down feathers, you know, so they're not gonna get too cold, especially with the wind and no moisture. But that is cold, and I don't know guys. I think I might need to put in some roof insulation. So, checked on that. I'm not gonna do that this winter. I might do that this spring or something if it gets a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna have to be cutting wood outside for that. Thankful today for a new truck battery, because this will probably start up on the first try. Piper, come on. But we are headed over to the farmyard in this cold weather. Got some updates for you, and we're gonna do some work, probably and hopefully inside today. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. Ready for work? Good amount of snow actually here in the farmyard. We might actually have to push some of this snow, at least away from the doors and stuff like that. It's starting to pile up with a little breeze going. First news to talk about in the video is that we got the tractor back from the shop. This is the John Deere 8870, and we're having some problems with it. We had some leaking oil that was kind of a mystery. That's from several videos back. I don't know if you guys remember that. You have to be a pretty loyal subscriber, but it was coming from in here, and we had a lot of work done to this guy. A little bit too much to get into right now, but this whole muffler above me, right there, that's all new. We haven't got the bill yet for this, but it's not gonna be cheap. But we have a lot to be grateful for. Warm shops, extra GoPro batteries because they're gonna die in like 20 minutes in this cold weather. And actually, a relatively easy winter so far. This is the first actual snowfall we've really had. So that's pretty much all the news updates. I wanted to check on that duck coop and show you guys that tractor that came back and some of the work we got done to it. We're not going to be using any of that today. We're going to be doing stuff inside. Like I did say, the batteries might not last long today, so we're going to film as much as we can. This video might span a couple days. Either way, hope it's a good one. So now I'm in the nice warm shop, and this is the John Deere 7510, the other tractor that was in the shop. Doing the hydraulic work, the tires. That came back a couple weeks ago, and we've been working on it in the shop, doing some little tweaks and stuff to get it ready for planting this next year, 2021. One of those was replacing the speakers, which they all didn't work, and then getting a better radio in here. I like to get a good sound system in these tractors because we do spend a lot of time in here. So that was one project which kind of took a long time. We also have to put in this thing, which is for sunflower planting. Another reference to several videos back, so if you're not caught up, maybe you don't quite know what I'm talking about, but we had to wire a new wiring harness onto the sunflower planter, which just indicates when something's not flowing. So if there's sunflowers clogged up in there, or we run out of seed in one of the hoppers, it would beep and go off, and this is the monitor that goes in the tractor for it. So This is just going to be mounted up here in the tractor. We're about to make the mounting plate for that, the bracket. Also, we have the bracket set up right here for some sort of GPS system we're going to rob from the combine. Looking forward to having that in this tractor because the 4440 didn't have that. But just doing work inside the cab today on this tractor and finishing up some little bells and whistles, if you will. It's fully functional right now, but we just want to add in these little pieces of technology to make our lives better and easier. So that is what we're going to be doing, making the bracket now for this guy. Okay, brackets are made. Those are being cut with the bandsaw over there in the shop. That will hopefully be enough to hold that little monitor for the sunflower planter on. We also stole the GPS dome looking thing off of the combine, the 9760. We're gonna put that up on the tractor as well. Just need a bracket on that tractor and we should be good to go. I think some people are gonna be coming out and wiring all that for us. Probably work on that bracket now and make sure that sunflower planter monitor is all ready to go. It's gonna come before we know it. That was easy. You wanna go plant? Oh, big stretch. All right, we have progress, so I wanted to update everybody on everything. I mean, you can see behind me, stuff's mounted, got a two-way radio, we got the monitor for the sunflower planter up here, got the screen for the GPS right here, and then the guys from John Deere are going to be coming out and they're going to be mounting that dome for the GPS on the front of the tractor, kind of wire it into the roof and everything. So they're going to be coming out and doing that. We're going to kind of leave the roof open for them for that. Otherwise, everything's done. We got the speakers in, new radio, that, and the GPS screen. So kind of upgraded the tech in here. Pretty cool. Yeah, big improvements. Exciting.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope you won't shoot me down soon. They've gone a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Alright folks, and that's it for another day. Those things we were working on with the welding are average welding skills. We were putting together some mounting plates for the boomers. If you saw some of my previous videos this summer and early fall when we had the sunflowers drying out for harvest, the blackbirds just love the sunflowers, and boomers are our new scarecrows where they just make cannon noises through propane and scare away the birds. We like to have those up a little bit higher off the ground. They don't get all muddy and They work a little better up high, so those are to mount them on fence posts, and then we can just kind of put the cannons on top of the fence post, scare away the birds, and have hopefully less of them around. I don't know. But that's it for today. Decent day of work, all in the shop because it is very cold out here. I feel like I'm slurring my words a bit even. Finally cold. It's finally winter. The snow's coming down, but it was a good day and a lot to be grateful for. Heated shop and all of that. So thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one.